Hello, everyone. My name is Manuela Calindres, and I decided to do my final paper on teen pregnancy in the Hispanic or Latino community. I wanted to focus on this mainly because this is something that hits home. I have worked with youth at my church for several years now, and I also work at a pregnancy center. So this is something that I see every single day, and I wanted to mainly focus on the Hispanic community because I am Hispanic and I didn't really know that much about teen pregnancy in the Hispanic community. So I wanted to learn a little bit more on that. The CDC, I found that the CDC found in 2012 that there were 249,078 births to teenagers ages 15 to 19. That is a huge number. When I read that, I was shocked, sad, everything, because I just put myself in their shoes and I try to remember what I was doing between the ages of 15 and 19. And I can just imagine the things that they're going through right now at such a young age. Like I mentioned before, this is something that I see every single day. Also, the CDC pointed out that in 2013, 57% of teen births were from African American and Hispanic women. So it sounds like it might be half and half with that 25%. It's still a huge number. And although the numbers have been going down a lot in the past years, the Hispanic community somehow still is the highest ethnic group in the United States to most likely get pregnant during their teen years. And so in my paper, I focused a lot about why this could be happening. So I broke it down in a couple sections. Um, I talked about working parents in the United States and how because of different family dynamics or how the family looks like, they're single moms, um, they're just needing two incomes from both parents. And because of that, they spend a lot of hours working and not so much time with their children and not giving them the attention that they need to be able to grow up with good morals and good principles, educated. So I focused on that because I have seen that happen, like I said, at my churches. I go to a Hispanic church. And the one I was before, I would see this a lot more, that we went through a time that 4 or 5 teen girls, they were all 16 at that time, got pregnant at a very close time with each other. And so we were wondering, why is this going on? This was before I got involved in the youth ministry at my church. And we found that they came from a home that either did not have a good relationship between the parents and the children, had a single mom, or their brothers, their siblings weren't good influences. And so my question is, what else can we expect if that is what they've been modeled their whole life? And that's something that I repeat in my paper. Although there are people who decide and say, I will not do this, I will not follow this, and become, these successful people, and those who, will never come close to an unwanted pregnancy or anything else. But the majority follow in the footsteps of their parents and of their siblings and of the community that they're surrounded by. So I talk about that. And I talk about how because of the parents who work a lot, work for long hours, the children spend less time unsupervised and after school until their parents get here. They can do whatever they want. They become very independent and they get a glimpse at what it is to be an adult and be on their own, make their own decisions and things like that. And so, in a way, they grow up before they need to. Another thing that I mentioned is religion. The majority of Hispanics are or consider themselves Catholic. And now, in no way am I speaking bad about Catholics. But one thing that I have seen at the place that I work is that they don't really have a strong foundation as to God's design for sex and marriage and dating. Although, fornication and fornication is a sin to Catholics, living together is frowned upon. For some reason, I feel that those who consider themselves as Catholic tend to do all that a lot more than the ones who are considered Christians. So I talk about that too. And I have family members and everything who just give themselves a title of being Catholic and don't actually have a relationship with the Lord. And I feel that when that happens, when we have a relationship with the Lord, everything changes and we live different. So, in my research, I found that Hispanics have the highest rating, and I also found that adolescents who have a mother who gave birth at an early age during their teens are most likely, like I mentioned before, to follow in the footsteps of a leader. And also those who aren't as engaged in school and school activities like sports or clubs and things like that also tend to or are more prone to get pregnant at an earlier age than those who do get involved in school activities or out of school activities. Another thing that also determines or plays a part in influencing is the environment that they live in, the neighborhoods that they live in. So these are little things that I found that were eye-opening because I feel that here in the Hispanic community in the United States, that's what we see a lot. We see low income. We see them not living in the best neighborhoods. We don't see that extra push to keep going in school and getting better grades. So that was my findings, and that helped me understand a little bit more why it is that I see teen pregnancy more in Hispanic